Today we're dividing integers, and there are two rules today, and they are the same as the rules when you multiply integers. So rule number one, the quotient or the answer to a division problem of two integers with the same sign is positive. So if you have two integers, when you're dividing and they have the same sign, your answer is positive. So just like when we were multiplying, if you have, -8 divided by -2, you divide normally and you get 4. Both of their signs are negative, so it's a positive 4. Or if you have 16 divided by 8, 16 divided by 8 is 2. They're both positive, so your answer is positive. Your division today might also be written as in like what looks like a fraction, because we know that a fraction bar can also represent a division sign. So it could be written as -24 divided by -6, and you get 4. They're both negative, so your answer is positive 4. Okay, rule number 2. The quotient of two integers with different signs is negative. So the answer to a division problem that has two integers and the signs are different, the answer is negative. So just like when we were multiplying. So if you have -12 divided by 6, you would get 2, and one is negative and one is positive, so it's -2. Or you could have 16 divided by -4. 1 is positive, one's negative. Your answer is -4. So just like the multiplication rules. If you have two numbers, their signs are the same, it's positive. Two numbers, the signs are different, it's negative. So it'll look exactly like your multiplication work from last Thursday, I believe. I'm going to go over some of the types of problems that you're going to have on your homework today. It's going to look very similar to when you multiplied integers. You're going to have 10 questions where it's just straight division. You just give me the answer to the division question, the division problem. Then you're going to have a set where you have to follow order of operations in order to solve it. So I'm going to set up a couple examples of that. So first at the top, I'm going to write my PEMDAS so I remember what order I do things in. And you need to remember that multiplication and division go together and addition and subtraction go together. So, excuse me. If I have, -24 divided by 8 times -2 plus 40. Okay, so I'm going to follow PEMDAS. So in this example, first I see parentheses, but the parentheses don't actually have any type of math problem in them. It's just showing me that that's -2. So wait, there's no parentheses that count. There's no exponents. So then I go to multiplication and division. And the rule is that when you do multiplication and division, you move from left to right. So here I see that there's division first. So I'm going to divide. -24 divided by 8. Well, I know that 24 divided by 8 is 3. And 24 is negative and 8 is positive, so they're different. So I know it's going to be -3. So if you remember when we did order of operations, I like to do it by rewriting everything as I go down. So I'm done with this. So what I'm going to do now is add -3 times -2 plus 40. So next I'm going to multiply because multiplication is before addition. So now I have -3 times -2. Well, 3 times 2 is 6, and they're both negative, so my answer is positive. So now I'm left with 6 plus 40. So my final answer is 46. Okay, I'm going to do one more example where you follow the order of operations here. I'm going to leave my PEMDAS at the top, move up a little bit. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do a 4 squared plus -3 squared minus -1 cubed. All right. So first thing is parentheses, but once again, the parentheses don't really mean anything. It just shows you that they're negative. So the next one, we move to exponents, and I have a whole bunch of exponents. So I'm going to do that first. Well, you should remember that exponents, like 4 squared, means 4 times 4. So this is 4 times 4, which is 16. So I have 16 plus, and and then I'm left with negative 3 squared. So negative 3 times negative 3. Well, 3 times 3 is 9, and the signs are the same, so it's positive. Minus, so I'm done with these. I have negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 1. So 1 times 1 is 1, and they're both negative, so my answer is positive. So I'm left with 1 times negative 1. 1 times 1 is 1, and there's different signs, so that is negative. So now, look at my problem over here. I have 16 plus 9 minus a negative 1. So you should remember, back when we subtracted integers, if you have a minus and negative, they become plus, 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 plus. So 16 plus 9 gives me 25, plus a positive 1 would give me 26. Okay? Okay, and then finally, the other kind of problem I wanted to go over is, on your homework, is like questions 23 through 26, where they give you each 23 through 26 has C as a variable, and in the directions they tell you what C is. So they might say, I'm going to do a different variable. B equals negative 3, and they might have, negative 24 divided by B. So really it's negative 24 divided by negative 3. So 24 divided by 3 is 8. Both signs are the same, so it's a positive 8. They might give you a question that looks like this. They might say, B over negative 3, or B divided by negative 3 minus a negative 2. Okay, first thing I would notice is that this is plus plus. So it's really plus 2. So it'd be negative 3 over negative 3 plus 2. Well, 3 divided by 3 is 1, and they are both negative, so it's a positive 1 plus 2. 3 equals 3. So 3 would be my final answer. So remember, you just take your variable, or in your directions, I believe it says C equals negative 9. So you just stick your negative 9 in for each of the C's in each problem, and then work them out accordingly. Remember, you have to follow order of operations if there's multiple operations in each expression. So you have to follow, even though the directions don't say follow order of operations, you have to. That's the rule with math. If there's multiple operations in an expression, you have to follow the PEMDAS rules.